It's early fall in year 1 of the Ascension Wars. And oh boy, we have some battles.
It is the most exciting turn yet.
The most exciting turn because a comet has struck Belfields.
It turns out most of the population includes our scout,
Oh,
unfortunately.
oh, we have no scout. It's been killed. We have no idea what's happened. Actually, we actually there was a battle here, so we can't actually see it. So let's watch this battle first.
Yeah.
I don't know how this battle happens. Okay. So we've got just the worst troops Ermor has on offer versus Tartary's Ultra Chad PD replacement horse defenders.
Ermor must have thought Tartary will not waste gold on PD. He'll either show up with an army of priests or have nothing. And it turned out he did, quote
I just
unquote
want to
waste
watch these
some money on
horses. These horses do work.
They do.
This is why you have to build forts as Ermor, because if you don't build forts, you get just like awful soulless. They're not even. They're like they never even charged.
I don't think they hit once.
Oh god, that's incredible.
They are great at being meat shields and 100% useless at anything else.
Yeah, they have a lot of HP. That's what they have.
They're great at getting banishes away from like those 6 HP knights or something that actually you want to stick around.
Absolutely.
Or CG down forts.
Yeah, we've got the classic standard. Yeah, I will say the Carrion Revival, pretty good spell. Because you kill the army on the fort, you cast it on the fort, and then you crack it the next turn because of all the soulless you have.
So it does turn out that Tartary has Tax Collector on their commanders there, the cons. And so the rating was not quite as useless as we were complaining last episode. I still think it's a bad idea, but at least he's getting some gold out of it.
Speaking of getting value, Ulm has been getting a lot of value from these mooches. They are mooching all these water provinces very successfully.
Yeah, watch out. M.A. Zabalba wants their mainline troops back.
Oh yeah, just absolutely incredible front line. All right, but I think we should go to see the main event, the big war. Have the two stacks finally collided?
Here they go.
Oh boy, they have.
Both gods.
It looks like we've got a couple of barbarians for Calum, funnily enough. We've got the water elementals. We've got some Hoburg crossbowmen. Hoburg crossbowmen are great. They do a lot of damage. Pile of barbarians.
They cost nothing. They're the best crossbow troops in the game.
They cost very little. Uruk, on the other hand, is bringing their standard army. In addition, looks like they've got some archers who... Their mage, who by the way is not defended against birds, has decided to cast luck on these archers instead of on the regenerating troops. But
that shouldn't happen with the HP. But
you're right. I don't understand. I mean, these are 3 per square, so there's no excuse for this mage to be casting luck on these guys.
And it's gonna die in the first bird lance charge, I imagine.
Oh yeah.
I wonder why. It's got shock resistance. There was no reason for Uruk to not put all the mages in a pile with bodyguards around.
Okay, we got the first round of birds come in.
Instantly.
Yeah, they're surrounded. They got the archers and they got a good surround on some of the berserk troops. The god here appears to be doing a little bit of work. Yeah, they'll kill us.
Body on those maidens.
Yeah, moss body, not too bad. And then, oh my goodness. That is a lot of water elementals.
Ooh. Water elementals and barbs are the two things you don't want to see as a heavily armored.
Oh, the god sacred. We've got another front over here. We've got the water elementals, barbarians, just absolutely destroying everything. But this mage is doing work. Again. Yeah,
I think we should probably watch the water elemental side.
Yeah, we should watch that side too.
Because that's looking pretty close.
I mean, this looks, it is fine, but all the birds were killed.
Or routed,
because they're awful. But turns out water elementals are really good at fighting.
That god is just wrecking.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you can get your god loose on the enemy side, that's always good. It looks like, I think Uruk's god just retreated because of an HP route. Yeah, let's watch that battle again from
I
Caleb's
bet
point of
that
view.
Uruk God did not even take damage,
Yeah, we'll have to see.
but it turned
So
out not
yeah,
to matter.
so they've got a whole bunch of mages here. So we've got Kalian Seraphs. This actually has a thug item, which is very strange. I'm not sure why
Huh.
this
Maybe
Seraph has a thug item, but
maybe it's in case the god jumps on them.
so they've spent quite a bit on. I thought maybe they would use ice. Okay, they have a few ice. I see these. So they have a few ice crafters here, and ice crafters are actually pretty efficient in terms of research early game, um, and it gets your more troops out because they make resources.
It's always a little risky for the god to jump in like this because you never know what a mage might cast at really close range.
Yeah, there's not a whole bunch of crazy stuff with water. Like, there's no like crazy cold spell. We've got Hands of Death, which is like the really big, just no save melee range mage spell that just kills you. Um,
I mean,
but
fetters would be a little tricky for a
well, it's got
defense-based
20
spell.
magic resist. I mean, it's
Yeah,
yeah,
okay.
we'll see. Yeah,
I
so
mean, I
this
think this
god,
god probably, if
if
it
this
didn't
god
get
had
hit by
been,
the
if
thugs,
this,
it probably could solo the army.
yeah, I mean, I'd say if this god was here, they'd have a little bit better shot of maybe killing these mages, doing some damage.
That's a lot of mages looking at it.
It is a lot of
No
mages,
wonder
yeah.
all the water elementals came out.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And these crossmen doing some work. Does this god even have air shield up? Oh, it doesn't. It has no air shield.
It got spooked, it looks like. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
So
I don't think it
I
took
think
damage. It still got a glamour on.
I think that god would have killed this entire army.
Yeah, I think the danger might be that if it was surrounded by water elementals and barbs and the other god,
Yeah.
it might have gotten beaten down.
Yeah. No,
The other
absolutely.
god is the
It would die
danger.
to water elementals.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
okay.
So I mean, the trades weren't awful. Right. The problem is you lost your whole army. This is the issue with fighting Kalem in these sort of long wars where you don't just go for their cap. Kalem can sit all their mages in their cap, researching, producing resources in these guys' case, until they decide to just hit you. And if you want to march your mages across the map, that's going to take some time.
And if we look at that battle report again, you can see
Yeah.
like okay, Caleb lost a lot of birds. Who cares? They've got forts. They brought what 12 mages to Uruk's 5,
Yeah.
and the
No, that's the thing.
elementals really paid for themselves. Like they would not have won that without the elementals.
Perhaps if Uruk had brought, say, 6 to 8 astral mages and body ethereal and lucked their entire army, maybe that would have worked. Because actually, body ethereal, while it doesn't do much against Kalian troops, it actually does really well against minor water elementals. I mean, they still have an army. But the problem is they've got no forts. There was a fort here. It's gone now. And they built a temple.
Yeah, so they demolished the fort, I guess, because they're selling the province to Ind, and Ind didn't want to pay for the fort. I think this is the worst move we've seen of any two players in the game, and we've been watching a lot of Arco Elephant plays. That's saying something.
Yeah, I mean, like, you'd think you'd want to, you think you could work something out here, right?
Pay over time if you don't have the gold, pay in gems, pay in, favors. There was no reason to demolish a really expensive Uruk fort.
Yeah, it's a 750 gold fort. It starts at, with commander point bonuses, not like most forts. Why did they build a temple here? What was the point of that? Because Uruk has 600 gold temples. Why did they build a temple in this province?
Right.
It does no use unless there's a lab there too, and just throwing away money. This fort, there's not even what's even being produced. I don't see anything.
Who knows? I think it just
do they
went
have any
up.
Money? Oh, maybe it just went up. But yeah, I mean, technically speaking, but look, there's a whole reloaded Kalian stack. I don't see a lot of hope unless Aryu, comes in really big here with their army, and I think Aryu's having a problem.
In a 1v1, Caleb could raid and basically alternate between raiding and threatening to dump elementals in Uruk's cap, and Uruk would be in a really bad spot. I think with Caleb having to fall back and potentially deal with Aryu, Uruk maybe has some breathing room to try to recover and build up another ball of the sacreds. But if he wants to do anything, he'll have to have mages, and he's going to struggle to recruit them and struggle to research with 5 down and so few forts.
I mean, I don't even know if Calum's going to have that problem. Ind is planning on invading Ariu. Yeah.
I mean, if you look at the geography, Ind very much should invade Arco, because I don't see how they can possibly get through the game and not fight. But
Arco, that would be a that would be a better invasion. Yes, absolutely.
yes.
I know we've been telling everyone to invade Arcocephaly, but well, that's why they took the Colossus, so that wouldn't happen.
Right.
Because nobody here has, until we get actually, Ind could kill the Colossus is the thing,
Mm-hmm.
but certainly Pythium, until at least they get water elementals, or then Harbingers later, they're not gonna have a invading Arcocephaly.
Mm-hmm.
But they continue because, of course, Pythium is this game's diplomatic genius. Pythium still has plenty of indies to clear.
Yep.
Including a nice little Astral Gem militia fort.
They've got 2 thrones, maybe 1 or 2 more provinces to go. You really have to respect the Diplo skill of someone who can be sitting at this point in the game, having like picked off a few territories and then still clearing indies after having done a very strong expansion to begin with.
Yeah, and they are now in first or in second place, just behind Tartary.
And once they're done, they can pivot to a good war sort of their choosing, of someone who's already lost quite a bit.
Absolutely, and because they've been kind of allowed to, I mean, they've been allowed to sit in their fort all game. They got Magic 3. They're in the lead in research. Actually, funny enough, Ariu is just behind them. Yeah, they're not. Sorry, they're in the lead among nations that are not just research factories.
We give Arco a lot of crap, but we have to respect their research.
Yeah, I mean Arco is a good strat. Take this giant bully god, research, do your really awful abuses to your animals, and then and profit.
Let's take a look at Tartary. See how that's going.
Oh yes,
like
so we had this big battle here. We had this battle here. We had that they raided.
I think they hopped on an Urmor fort, if I remember correctly.
Oh, did they hop on an Urmor fort?
I mean, not with the intent of storming it, but
doesn't look like it. Oh, here we go. Yeah.
They're just mucking around, having a good time.
Yeah, the fort here is still actually. I don't actually know if I'm capable of seeing fort integrity with this spy, but we will.
No, I don't think so.
I don't know. I can see exact PD and stuff.
Let's go up and look at Man, because I don't think anything exciting is happening with Urmor. Urmor does not want to push in and lose the stack to priests, and Tartary is okay with just a little bit of raiding.
Neither of these stacks is really going after the other one. If I had to guess, they're both waiting on research.
Mm-hmm.
So Man is probably waiting on either like Alteration 4 or Evocation 4. Tartary is probably waiting on Conjuration 5 or something.
Possibly Enchant 5. But probably Conjuration.
Actually, Enchant 4 would actually be pretty good, considering how much chaff Man is bringing. You're going to be able to cast Raise Dead.
That's true.
Very quickly.
I mean, I think Tartary stomps this Man stack. Although maybe if I believe Man does not have a shock resist item on his god, and 5 shock is not enough to go through thunder weapons. But Man might be able to make a switch up play where he sends the god alone into what Tartary thought was a big stack he could HP route, and then the god just doesn't die.
Definitely, yeah. No, pulling the Titan swap is one of the biggest plays in.
Yeah, although
definitely something the Boar cannot do, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure the Titan can actually wipe the Tartary army in like the turn limit.
Well,
it would be
not.
close.
It does. It's not going to die, given it has regen and Vine Shield.
Assuming that Tartary is summoning like skeletons or some sort of chaff.
Geared at all.
Yeah, this is bad. It needs some items.
I mean, you'd like to see even like a bracer or something would be great.
A shock ring, maybe.
A shock ring would be pretty good.
The knights going in attempting to suicide.
There are a lot of barbarians in this game.
Well, I guess too many people took Misfortune 3.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. Soon we will figure out. I think this is just maybe one pearl or.
I think Man has got to pull that stack back and reinforce it with mages before trying anything. This is just suicide.
So you'd have to expect that's going to happen. We've got some knights cooking over here. Actually, they've got horsemen. I don't know. Are these... Maybe they get horsemen in all provinces? I don't know why there are a few horsemen everywhere.
There's a lot of knights in the cap, too. They seem to be going for the cavalry strat.
Oh, everyone loves fielding Unicorn Knights. It's just everyone's favorite unit. I mean, they'll do well. I mean, Unicorn Knights are probably the only thing that can go toe-to-toe with Man's army at the moment. And I think they also have magic weapons, so that Alicorn will dispatch the ghosts pretty well. Let's see, what do we got here?
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going to shape out with this whole war, because I don't think Tartary can't really go in on any of them until he wipes an army. Ulm and Man and Ermor, none of them want to be the first one in to get wiped by the full Tartary stack.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely.
Oh,
just our Archocephali just they hate elephants so much.
yeah.
They just really want to kill them.
And boy, they are good at it.
This god is using its innate spellcaster to steal the breath of these elephants. Oh,
that's horrible.
Look at it. Yeah,
that
he's
is
casting
horrible.
steal breath on these elephants. This is really terrible. Oh, it like suffocating it to death, and then it chased it down and stabbed it when it was unconscious.
Oh, wow.
What a cruel statue. All right, yeah, I think that's the thing. I don't think a ton of Diplo updates from last turn.
No, it's holding pretty steady. I think we might see some Diplo once the Ariu Kalem fight gets going, which is what, in 1 or 2 turns.
Something like that. Let me take a look. Orders 18, turn 19. Yep, or that will apparently be hot next turn.
Oh, all right. So I have to imagine Kalem will be pulling a lot of that stack back to, say, the Throne province. Or to random other provinces.
I mean, they could, to be honest, they could move onto here. Maybe a PG trap here would be good. But I think this army could, like, there's just not a lot here. Especially not a lot, like, in position to attack. Oh, we've got a hero. All right.
Yeah.
Hero watch. I was just thinking, I can't wait till the first arena fight.
I know.
The drama.
I know.
Actually, this is interesting. So we've got a chariot with a hero's blade, which actually doesn't matter. It does 3 times damage versus larger creatures, which basically means it'll ice anything that's bigger than size 4. But no, it's got fire shield. It's got Berserker 8.
Berserker 8.
Berserker 8. It's a chariot with Berserker 8, Awe 3, Fire Shield 8, and casts Personal Luck in battle. And it has, like, 24 defense, 13 protection.
Wait, out of the box?
Out of the box.
That is a bonkers chariot.
Yep. Oh, wait, that's interesting. There's a tag called Mounted. And I was like, mounted units can't berserk. But then it has another tag called Mounted Berserk. So
incredible.
I guess there's a special tag for that. That's cool.
Wow.
So I'm looking to see this thing. Does this thing have slots? This thing has full slots. Body, no, so it doesn't have feet. So this god doesn't have feet, but this thing can totally wipe an entire Kalian stack. It has some protection.
You can just stand there and they'll kill themselves in the fire shield.
Yeah, and they're not. It's Awe 3.
Oh, you're right.
Berserker, not gonna hit anything.
Wow.
It's just going to be a great deal of trampling. And I don't think the Kalem God is size 4, so it won't be able to just one-shot it with its sword.
The Kalem God is size 4, yeah.
Yeah, it's very sad. All right, well, we will have to see how this great battle occurs.
I think there won't be a great battle, but I could be very wrong.
I mean, especially if Ind comes in here, like, Ariu's just, oh, what an underdog. What an underdog story. Look at the size of this nation. It's so small.
It's so small.
They did get this water province, though. So that's cool. These Bramble spirits are pretty good at killing Tritons. Who will get the Throne of War?
Neither of these people right now, I don't think.
Yeah, no, neither of them. No, you know who's going to get Throne of War? Actually, no. There's no border. Very sad. This Colossus would have had a very easy time of it,
Yeah.
but sadly, they've been cut off by In's extremely long empire.
Yeah. I don't know, every time I look at it, I wonder how Arco holds back from right clicking on it.
Yeah, it's so long. Like they could take the entire like. Yeah,
I guess it's
them.
easy to avoid right clicking when you don't have any elephants to right click.
What are the? What are these? I guess these elephants. Oh no. Okay, I think next turn we'll have a special elephant watch
Oh
series.
no,
I think I know what's about to happen to these
not again,
barbarians.
not again.
All right, you better not disappoint us, Arco. Not again.